Okay, here's my wood boiler that our homeschool co-op class helped convert to a waste oil burner. And it's got a draft. We use the draft from the original wood stove. Goes up inside the burner inside. And another time I'll show some details of the burner. But it's using used waste motor oil. And there's the, you can see the oil coming down through. It's like a little sight glass we made with a nozzle, a needle valve that controls the flow on it. Goes up the cotton pipe here, over to the bucket here, up on a shelf with a valve. And then right here on the side there's another valve, and this is for in the future. I have a lot of used cooking oil, and we're going to put used cooking oil there in that position, and we'll be able to start it on the waste oil and switch it over to the used cooking oil. And we got some controls up here on top. We haven't got them wired up yet. We're running it manually. You can see right here the temperature and the pressure on it. It's come up pretty good. And it's got here's the fill port. Put a brand new pressure relief on it, a 30 pound. I didn't want to have any accidents. And we got the pipe going out here. Got a piece of triple wall going up through the ceiling there. Got some brackets securing the sides of it so that the pipe can't come off. And this room you can see is all sheet metal. It's all used sheet metal that we got from a friend of ours. We helped her clean up after her husband passed away, and we're reusing some of the materials that he'd been saving, and we think of them as we use them. And here's the pipes here coming out. The top is a supply. It goes down into the house, into the cellar. And then underneath that's the return. It comes in the bottom of the boiler here. There's going to the return, and there's a supply. And they go down into the cellar where my heat system is. And we'll go down there right now.
You running?
Yeah. And right here's where the pipes come in to the house. And they go here, across the ceiling, over to here. And this one here is the supply pipe, the hot side. You can see it goes into a heat exchanger here. These are leftover. I was in industrial maintenance and I got a lot of spare stuff like that. This is for future domestic hot water. It comes here out of that heat exchanger. Goes through this pump, circulator pump, over here. It goes through this other heat exchanger here, same type, shell and tube. And what we have here is we have radiant floor heat in the house, and it's supplied by this Bach oil-fired water heater. And I've hooked this in so that the line's going out. It comes out of the water heater here, right here. It goes through this pump, and then it goes here and out to the house, to our floor heat. And it's one big zone. It's valved off, 3 separate spots, but it's just got one pump. And then it comes back here on this line, comes over here, and it comes down through this heat exchanger. This is the return from the circulator for the house heat. It goes back into the water heater. So what I've done is I have the boiler outside heating this loop that's going through this heat exchanger. It's coming in the bottom, going out the top, and meanwhile the water for the house heat comes into the top, out the bottom, and into the water heater. And normally this water heater would cycle on and off, we maintain a temperature of 110 degrees in the water heater. 110 going out, and it comes back at 90. But right now, with just that waste oil, we're coming back at 90, and it's going out at 90. This basically is a large reservoir at this point, because the boiler outside is supplying all the heat for the house on used motor oil at this time, and later on used cooking oil. So I just wanted to share that. I have a lot of other stuff that I'll be posting up later on, and have a generator, also a water-cooled generator that these rubber lines here go to, and I'll show that whole system in another video. So thanks for watching.